Welcome to Florida Mint on Florida Man with Greg, Wayne, Josh, and Cameron, the podcast where Floridians discuss the legends, lore, and crazy stories that always seem to take place in Florida. Okay, here's the thing. Josh texted us in our group chat this week.
Okay.
He said, guys, I have a very serious question.
I wanted to have a heart-to-heart.
He wanted to have a heart-to-heart. And we're all in various degrees of busyness. We get this question, and Cameron and I drop what we're doing.
Right. Yep.
Because we want to hear what Josh has to say. It's a very important question.
Important to me.
It's important to Josh. He texted us the following. It says, what if an alligator pulled you into the fountain of youth to start eating you, but you kept healing?
Okay.
And any damage you did to the gator, he heals. That's what he sent us as his, hey, stop what you're doing. I have a very important question.
Now, for context, he was listening probably to last week's episode.
I was.
The fountain of youth, yes.
All right, so
And
we're
it is an
fighting
important
a
question.
gator, and both of us are healing.
Yes, and you give him an eye jab, and then you're like, he can't see me now,
But he
and then
heals.
But his eye.
But then the alligator bites into your belly meat and rolls,
yeah.
and you heal.
What
What's
I'm
the
worried
question
about,
though here?
What do you
happens
do,
at
I
the
guess?
end?
You pull the alligator out of the fountain of youth.
You
Okay.
can't.
And
They're too
you
strong.
whoop him,
You
beat
whoop
him down.
At Gatorland,
Okay.
we held a tiny little thing,
Yeah.
and it was
And he
just
broke her
pure
wrist.
muscle.
Right.
A full-grown, like a grandpa alligator.
Yeah.
Right.
would-
But if I'm soaking in
Well,
that
if it's
hot
in
tub
the-
of fountain of youth for a while,
I see what
I'm
you're
getting
saying.
strong.
Okay. Well, you're walking by though. He's in there.
He's pulled you out.
Yeah.
He's
He's
pulled
like
you
a
into
16-year-old.
Oh, he's been in there for years.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Let's
Oh,
take
I
it to
don't want
social
that
media.
fight.
Let's take it to social media. Who do you think would win in a fight in the fountain of
Yep.
youth? One of us
Mhm.
or a full-size gator? Is that fair?
Or is it just eternal pain? Like you just keep getting chomped and you
Yeah.
feel it.
I
and
think
heal.
I think it's alligator.
Yeah.
I think either way, the alligator
Yeah.
wins.
Yeah.
The alligator
so.
wins. Listen,
Oh,
welcome to
man.
episode 136. We're
Yeah.
doing something special for you. We're going to flash back 130 episodes.
I
Wow.
can't even count that
I
far.
can't fathom that.
We're going to revisit episode 6. We're going to bring you some brand new content.
Yep. Is
But-
this so they don't revisit episode 6? We're going to revisit it.
We're going to revisit it for you. If you want to hear younger versions of us,
Yep.
Right.
younger, slower, less handsome versions of
less
us,
intelligent.
Easily.
go back to episode 6. But what we're going to do is we're going to talk about maybe some nostalgia stuff about that time in our career and what we covered.
Yes.
And then bring you some updates on that stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I like it.
Yeah, so
Yep.
you're gonna talk about that story.
Oh, yeah. We're going to cover that story from episode 6.
Cool.
I don't know
I'm
what it
excited.
was.
We're going to
Me
do
either.
Do you know what
Josh's
episode 6
icebreaker.
was?
Not a chance.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm excited.
Let's do it.
Okay, headline.
Line.
Head-
We
Headlines.
have a Florida man that was hit in the back of the head with a medieval axe.
Whoa.
A double-sided axe straight to the back of the head, right above the spinal cord.
That's a
What?
lose-lose.
Oh, medieval times.
Right.
Yeah.
Because both sides of the axe can do damage.
Exactly. So what do you think happened?
I think he's
Medieval
dead.
times.
Yeah, I think he took an axe to the back of the
he's
head.
practicing at medieval times.
He's in heaven.
Or Arabian Nights.
Here's the thing, though. He has a metal plate in his head that the attacker had no idea about. Was
a
not
prior?
expecting from probably a prior axe attack.
Yep.
yeah,
He has a metal plate right there in the back of his head.
that's
What
incredible.
are the
The axe hit him in the back of the head, hit that metal plate, barely missed his spinal cord.
Yep.
And he was fine. He was bending down on the ground, something hit him in the back of the head, and he's like, he just was dazed for a second.
That's
and
incredible.
He
He's
wasn't
like,
sure what
"Ooh,
it was.
That was a nice breeze.
Right. And then he got hit again. He was like, something's wrong.
Yeah.
And so he turned around, and this woman was
Oh,
standing
gosh.
behind him. Her last name's Hallmark.
Okay.
Standing above him, holding this
Double.
double-sided medieval style axe. There was a friend with this guy. He ended up chasing this girl away.
I hope so.
She dropped the axe and ran off. But
A double-sided medieval axe is heavy.
Right.
So even if you're plated up like this guy,
Yep.
that's still going to be
A
a bit of
Wolverine
like,
dump, they call it.
muscle injury.
Yeah.
The weight of it
your
coming
neck's
down.
gonna hurt for a while.
But imagine the disappointment from her when she's like, this is an easy kill.
She's got to
Right.
think he's a superhero.
And then Yeah.
I mean, she
Especially the
had him.
sound.
He was bending on the ground. She
Tying his
she
shoe.
like came at him with it, and then it pings off the back of his head.
Iron
my
Dome.
gosh.
Dude, you know she's so confused.
Do you think sparks happened?
Oh, like
geez.
romantically.
She caught on fire.
Okay. She caught on fire?
Anyway, she's in jail now.
Good.
You know, no bond or anything.
Was this at one
Attempted
of those
murder.
axe throwing places? Because I've been hesitant to go.
That
Dude,
is nerve wracking.
Real
honestly.
talk, not trying to give those
Real
guys
talk.
an endorsement, but I have been scared to go as well.
Because of your enemies that you have everywhere?
You never know. What is more likely, or like what location is more likely to have you be snuck upon
With an axe?
An axe.
Well, I thought the axe had chains on them, so you couldn't go like too
What?
far.
You're throwing them.
No, they're not.
Would you be more afraid of somebody else throwing an axe around you or yourself throwing an axe?
I can throw an axe professionally.
Okay.
What?
So
Okay.
I have
You
no
get paid?
fear of myself throwing an axe.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't trust anybody in Polk County with an axe.
Wow.
That's why I don't go
Jeez.
to the place.
Wow.
All right, go to Orlando or something.
I
Mr.
will.
Bougie.
Yeah.
All right, our next headline, we have a Florida man accused of attempted murder on 2 cops.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, police got a call that this guy was unstable, screaming
Okay.
in a parking lot. When they showed up, this guy, his last name's Raymond, fired 13 rounds from a 40 caliber Sig Sauer at the cops. It
lot
hit
of
their,
deets.
I think it hit a tire, and,
Yeah.
and then one of the cop cars' roof. But anyways, he claimed that he was being controlled by like a drug, but he said this entire time that this was happening, he thought he was playing a video game.
Okay.
And so he thought
Yep.
that he was in like Grand Theft Auto, and he
Yep.
thought he was in a video game. He was in this like drugged up state. He
Yep.
said he was poisoned. That's specifically what he said, that somebody
Poisoned by secular
That's a good
entertainment.
defense, yeah.
poisoned in
that
the mind. Yeah.
Jod
Right.
Butler movie where he was like
What?
Jod Butler.
Say it
movie?
again?
Or Jod?
I don't think that's how you pronounce
Oh,
it.
Yod.
Jod Butler.
Oh, Yod
Right.
Butler?
yeah. Where he was like in a video game. He was a soldier.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never
And then
seen
there
it.
was that hardcore.
I don't
Henry-
think that's a
heavy.
viable excuse in court, though.
No.
I think he's
Didn't
in
work
I thought
prison.
out.
that was Yod Bentley Butler.
Yes.
He was charged with 2 counts of first degree attempted murder. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously there was drugs involved. I mean, like I said, he said he was specifically poisoned.
Okay.
I don't know.
I see what you're saying.
Oh.
Now, I remember my mom saying that I was poisoning my mind because of the programs I was watching
Yeah.
after
when
9
you were
p.m.
playing Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Right. So I can see what this guy's
That was
coming from.
Skinamax, though.
Yes.
Specifically.
This guy still deserves to go to prison.
Oh, he is.
Okay,
Yeah, he's
hold
gone.
on.
Yeah.
You get poisoned, you go to prison automatically.
He gets a fair trial. Come on, Wayne. Don't just sentence him.
Not in Polk County, you don't.
Jeez. All right, we have a Florida man that is suing an Italian artist
Okay.
over an invisible sculpture.
Wayne, name an Italian artist.
I don't
Oh,
think
I
you heard
love-
what I said.
Arrivederci Jones.
I don't think you caught what I said. You were thinking about your own joke. Florida man sues an artist over an invisible sculpture
Yeah,
Okay.
I
that
heard
sold
that
for
just fine.
$18,000.
Oh my god, I'm over this. The banana one sold for like $100,
Yeah.
Right. So
and then this is 18.
an Italian artist named Salvatore
Dali.
Garu.
Okay.
He
Okay.
sold an invisible sculpture
Right.
Oh
for
my gosh.
$18,000 and
Right.
$18,300 at an auction.
Yes.
All right. And now people were kind of blowing up social media about it, saying this is
It's gone
this is-
missing.
This is literally nothing. People were sharing photos of like their own house and saying, "Oh, this is an invisible
They're very clever.
invisible piece of
Yeah.
art too."
I
And
bet
so
they
all
were
this
on
kind of stuff.
Facebook.
And so here's the problem, though. There is a performance artist by the name of Tom Miller from Gainesville, Florida,
Okay.
who he claims that he had this idea first. And so he is suing this Italian artist that came up with it,
Oh.
it stole his idea
Mhm.
and made $18,000 off of it. Now,
Hmm.
in 2016, Tom Miller installed his own invisible sculpture in Gainesville's Bo Diddley Community Plaza,
Oh
and-
yeah.
which is an outdoor event space.
Prestigious.
And he put it there, and it's called Nothing.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So,
I think I bumped into nothing one time.
I will say
I
this.
think you did.
I just because of what I know, I think
Go
an
on.
invisible statue from Italy is nicer than an invisible
wow.
statue
Jeez,
from
whoa.
Gainesville.
You haven't even seen them, bro.
Have
you don't
pride
even
in
know.
your own country.
I don't, because I've
Jeez.
seen the invisible statues that we offer up,
Yeah.
Right.
and they're garbage.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's
This
so
is really going the wrong way. So apparently, if you Google Tom Miller nothing,
Yeah.
you can easily see that he had this like whole idea in
Okay.
2016, and so he has a lawyer.
Yep.
Okay, and they're claiming they're getting ready to file, this lawsuit against him unless, Salvatore responds and works something out with him.
Yeah. Because either way, Salvatore stole this.
Right. He stole the idea of nothing.
No, he
Right.
stole the sculpture. He stole the invisible sculpture and
Right.
renamed it, I assume.
Isn't?
true.
Aren't
Yeah,
we in
yeah.
a very
Yeah.
special time in human history?
Yes. Historians will look back and respect our time.
Yeah, we live in such a litigious society that we're suing people over invisible things,
Over nothing.
things that aren't real.
Ideas, though.
When I was little, we called it make believe.
Right, but it's intellectual property.
Amen.
Or is it?
Is it intellectual?
I mean, the whole idea of taping a banana to the wall, like Josh
I'm
was
still
saying.
for that.
A real banana.
But how much did that sell for?
100,000.
So,
Yeah, it was
But then a
lot.
guy
Insane.
came up, ripped it off, and ate it, right?
Right.
And
yeah.
he said art.
Yep. Ideally, you would have smashed it and then it
Right.
squirted
Yeah.
across the room.
And then it's worth more
Amen.
because
Yeah.
it covers more of the room. Yeah.
That's true.
All right. Our next headline, we have a Florida man goes to a 7-Eleven at night
Oh, dangerous
to
spot.
get his favorite taco, which also is Josh's favorite taco.
If there's one taco that's
Right.
my favorite at a 7-Eleven or
Yeah.
a convenience store,
Okay.
it's a Choco Taco all
It
day.
is a taco
Really?
taco.
even though they introduced that heated zone in the front,
They stay.
I don't trust the 7-Eleven chefs
Right.
to really make sure like they're
Are they called
up,
chefs?
up to temperature.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're called like clerks.
Right.
I don't think
So-
they have thermometers to
I don't
check the
think they do
temperature of
either.
that taco meat.
So I go one that's been flash freezed,
Right.
like
Right.
100 miles.
It's
away.
safer.
Yep.
Full cream.
Yeah. Right.
All right. So this guy shows up in a 7-Eleven and, just kind of casually walking around the store.
Yep.
He opened a freezer, snagged a Choco Taco.
Well, you never grab it first. It's always like,
Choco Taco grabs you.
okay.
Yeah, right. So he begins eating it in the store, continues to walk around.
Yep.
All right. Which is fine as long as you're
Yeah.
going to pay for it.
Yes.
And so then he decides to grab a 15-ounce jar of Tostitos salsa,
Okay.
which is a glass jar.
Yeah, that's gonna
Yeah.
be $3.99 at
Yeah.
7-Eleven.
Right. And so he grabs this jar of Tostitos salsa and then literally unprovoked threw it at another customer in the store.
Whoops.
Like chucked it at another.
Well, I think the customer's like, "You gonna put that on the Choco Taco?"
He was
He's
probably
like,
making
those
fun
things
of him.
don't go together.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Well, it's true. Or
They
maybe
don't
he
go together.
realized he's eating Choco Taco and
Yep.
salsa and he was just so disgusted by the thought of mixing them. You got to get it out of your hand.
My guy,
guess
unless
so.
you're on a road trip, you're at 7-Eleven after, nighttime. Nighttime.
Right. After
you should be
nighttime?
in bed. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, you're not happy with your decisions already.
Right.
That's true.
And then you find yourself in the frozen aisle
yep.
and you look down and you're holding
Looking
salsa.
for sustenance.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
couldn't do anything better than get a Choco Taco.
nothing in 7-Eleven at night is better than
a Choco Taco at lunch is better than
All right.
at midnight.
So here's the thing. So he chucks this salsa jar,
Oh,
okay, glass jar. It hit this guy so hard that it broke on his back.
ow!
Like the glass jar.
Luckily, he had a steel plate.
It cut his
Yeah.
back. Cut his
Right.
back. He had swelling, and anyways, this guy ends up walking out of the store without paying for the Choco Taco or the salsa.
You don't want to be poisoned by picante. I've always said.
Right. Now, that's the thing, though. I feel like it's becoming an excuse for thievery.
What is?
Oh,
Because he walked out without paying for it.
it was
Right.
the picante sauce was a distraction.
So he's like, I
Choco
threw it
Taco,
at this guy.
Yep.
I meant to pay for the Choco Taco,
but I was poisoned.
I was distracted by violence.
Okay. Okay.
okay.
You see what I'm saying?
But it's still his fault.
right. Yeah, I know. But
Oh, okay.
just like the guy shooting at the cops is still his fault. He had an
Right.
excuse.
Yeah. He was
I get
poisoned
it.
though.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways, our next headline, we have a man that is upset with a restaurant because he's been going to this
I love
restaurant
food ones.
in Winter Park, Florida for 20 years. The restaurant's called Hillstone Restaurant.
Okay.
And he says he always goes there for like business meetings,
Okay.
and then he'll always
He
bring,
should try the food.
Yeah.
Well, he eats the food.
Okay.
Okay, but he always goes there by himself, all right, or with a business partner.
Yeah.
But
Right.
he'll always order his wife a salad to bring home with him.
Okay.
Well, he's been doing this for 20 years until this one day that he goes up to order his, he asks for a to-go salad. They say, sir, we don't do anything to go. You have to eat it in the restaurant. We want the full dining experience. The salad doesn't, keep that same taste and crispness if it's, being driven home. And he's like, I've done this for 20 years. Like, it's just a salad.
And that should bend the rules because I've done this for a long time.
Right. Bring me the manager.
Yes.
Right. So his business partner that's sitting there orders 2 salads. And she says, well, I'm gonna eat them here.
Okay.
And the manager comes over and they're like, we don't believe that you're gonna eat these salads, so we are not gonna bring them over.
That is the weirdest, most petty discussion.
How Caucasian were these people?
Yeah.
It literally makes no sense. Like, all he wanted was a chicken salad and a Caesar salad, and they will not bring it. He's like, okay. And so he's like, I've literally been doing this for 20 years. I've eaten at this restaurant. I love this restaurant.
Okay.
Why are you all of a sudden doing this? The manager's like, listen, you got to pay your bill and leave. And so he pays his bill. He walks outside. There's 2 cops waiting to give him a trespass warning. So they say if this guy comes back to this restaurant, they will trespass him.
How did this make the news?
Because he went to Facebook and got over 40,000 views on this Facebook video and told his side of the story. The restaurant hasn't said anything. The news is trying to. It's like the most random story, right? I mean, it's so petty, but it's bizarre.
It's hard to say we're out of to-go containers,
right?
So you have to
make something up.
So they're leaning on their right of refusal.
Yeah, you can pocket the salad if you like, sir.
Right.
But we can give you all the ingredients to make it at your house.
True.
But we're not going to give it to you in
actually our secret recipe: lettuce,
exactly,
chicken,
ranch,
and
prison time.
Right. Oh man! All right, our last one. Okay, we have a Florida man by the name Shaft Bang Adams.
Okay,
I don't think there's a better name for anybody.
Right.
What is that a name? I just heard noises.
Shaft Bang Adams.
Gotcha. It sounds like a comic book, when they're fighting. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Shaft, bang, Adams.
Action words.
That's exactly what it
or
sounds
a call
like.
to arms.
I mean, Adams is kind of the outlier.
Yeah. Okay, so Shaft, bang, Adams.
Yeah. So he was pulled over in a traffic stop.
Gotcha.
And he is a past felon, and so they're looking for drugs. Basically, they end up arresting him.
Whoa.
They don't exactly say why, but they do a search.
Okay.
And they do find 4 crystal rocks that are white in color.
Like magic?
Okay,
like
he's
crystals?
a geologist.
Yeah,
Right,
absolutely.
yeah. Well, it's
He's
meth.
found treasure.
Oh, it's meth.
Oh, it's meth.
I didn't say that. 4
Gotcha.
crystal meth rocks.
I thought they were confiscating jewelry.
Yeah, me too.
No, meth.
Okay, Shaft Bang doesn't get into meth anymore.
They weren't in his pockets. Okay. They had to do a strip search to find these.
Right there on the road?
No, they took him to jail. Okay. They had already arrested him.
Where do you
and then
search?
at jail, they were doing their bigger search.
Yeah.
And that's when they found these.
Is that like a body x-ray?
Right. Yeah. How do I say that? In his Oscar Meyer.
They were, I'm sorry.
There was 4 crystal
Shaft
meth
Bang has
rocks.
an Oscar Meyer?
I'm so sorry. That were inside of it?
That's what it says.
Oh, like kidney stones. I think
I was about to say that.
I guess so.
That's not meth. That's a disorder.
Yeah, if you eat too many crystal
maybe
meth
it was
rocks.
kidney stones, and they just
Wait, how invasive is the strip search?
Oh, yeah. No, they take a Capri Sun straw.
They're like, sir, we're going to need to look inside.
Yeah, I got to blow up there.
Those things are so sharp.
No.
Oh, my God. So who went to, that's just.
He went to prison.
Yeah.
Oh, which guy? The guy that searched him over.
I feel like the strip search guy should go to prison.
I have no idea how they found
look
him.
at that urethra.
I don't
Hey, fellas.
All right, man.
Hey, Josh.
So I knew we were doing a flashback
Right.
to episode 6.
Right.
I went back and listened to the best part of the show,
Icebreaker.
Yeah,
Headlines.
that's right. And it was a quiz. Someone had sent in where they
episode
gave us
6.
Yeah, they gave us 4 quotes
Okay.
and 4 authors of those quotes.
Oh yeah,
And
celebrities.
we had to line them up. It was like Billy Graham,
Yeah,
DMX,
come on.
recipes, if
Nice.
he really is
Oof.
dead.
Right.
Come on,
Who
bro.
knows?
And so we had to like line up the quotes from the celebrities and which celebrities said them.
Yeah. So I did something similar for this episode,
Okay.
Okay.
except you're going to know who said it. You're going to know the
Oh,
quote. You got to fill in the blank.
No,
Come
It's a-
on.
It's a quote quiz.
Do you think we're gonna do better than we did 130 episodes ago?
Equal, probably.
Yeah, because I was gonna say with
How
every
did we do 130?
0 out of 0.
Oh,
okay, I
geez.
thought so because
Okay.
I was gonna say with every quiz, I feel like we've made no progress
No,
as
you
far as
really
how good we
haven't.
do.
Yeah. Well, the quiz master's actually getting better at his job.
and we're getting worse.
No,
at
you're
the
staying the same.
Oh, so I feel like we're moving opposite directions.
Possibly.
Okay,
Question
I have
1.
high hopes for tonight, though.
Question 1.
gotcha.
This is the quote.
Okay,
It was said by Grammy Award winning artist Cher.
okay, love share.
Okay.
She said, "Sit on your blank.
Okay,
I'm busy." Did she say, "Sit on your butts if you want.
okay.
I'm busy"? Did she say, "Sit on your own time. Stand for my time. I'm busy"?
That's good.
Did she say, "Sit on your hands. Just don't clap off beat"? Or did she say,
That's good.
"Sit on your own damn face. I'm busy"?
What?
Which one did Cher?
Cher wouldn't say that.
Oh, yeah.
I think Cher said B. Sit on your own time.
I felt
Yep.
I felt great about B too.
But
B,
that-
sit
but-
on your own time. Stand for my time.
C is a like a fire line as well.
I know B and
Yeah.
C are really good.
Just don't clap off time.
I'm gonna go. I changed my answer. I'm gonna go C.
C.
I'll stay
okay.
with B.
B and C. Yeah. The answer, let me see here, is sit on your own damn face.
No
I'm
way.
busy. Yeah. She tweeted that. Someone said, "Share."
Oh, that's not a song quote?
No, it's not a song quote. I
Wait,
didn't say it's from
does
a
that
song.
mean you wrote answers B and C?
Yeah, that's right.
Lyrics
Dude,
is.
those are
Come on, they're
great.
so good.
You know, you two guys,
You
musicians.
always use the quizzes to showcase your rap lyrics.
That's
That's
true.
true. Yeah.
I
Those
should've
are going to be in
known.
my next song.
I didn't
Those
know it
are
was a
so
tweet.
The next.
Yeah, I thought it was a song.
Yeah, me too.
No, and the next one's not a song.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
thanks for informing us.
Okay. Question 2. I bleed all the time. Blank.
Gross.
So there's always nicks and stuff here and there.
Wait, who
Okay.
said that?
Who is this?
O.J. Simpson.
Oh
jeez.
my god.
What did he say? I
He
bleed
probably
all the.
did say that.
Did he say I bleed all the time? I've killed people. So there's always nicks. Did he say I bleed all the time? I got away with murder. So there's always nicks and stuff here and there.
Okay.
Did he say I bleed all the time? I enjoy cutlery and stuff.
I bet he does.
So there's always nicks and stuff here and there.
right.
Or did he say I bleed all the time? I play golf and stuff. So there's always nicks and stuff here and there.
Which
Okay.
one did O.J. Simpson say?
What was the first one?
I killed people.
What?
He
That was
wrote
the first one?
Yes.
He wrote that book, If I Did It or whatever. I think it's probably 1 or 2, A or B. I think he would say something cocky
I bleed
like
all the
that.
time. I got away with murder.
Yeah,
so there's
B.
always nicks and stuff here and there.
I'm gonna go with B. Is that B?
Cam? That is B.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with A.
A, I've killed people.
Yeah. Dude,
Okay.
I think he would say either one of those.
O.J. Simpson said, I bleed all the time. I play golf and stuff.
What?
So there's always nicks and
we
stuff
think
here and
horribly
there.
of these
Yeah, I
celebrities.
know.
Good God, guys.
Well, we gave Cher the benefit of the doubt.
You really
but
did.
Yeah, I'm never gonna give OJ the benefit of the doubt.
You did. Oh, I
OJ
guess you
is
did.
in every quiz.
I can't help it.
I
It comes up naturally. It's organic.
I will say
Is it?
the 3-year anniversary of this show is coming up in a little bit, and Josh has mentioned O.J. Simpson more than any other person on the podcast.
It's just, I don't know how it happens.
Yeah.
Question 3.
Okay.
I'm not anorexic. I'm blank.
Okay.
The quote master here was Jessica Simpson.
Okay.
Okay.
Did she say, I'm not anorexic. I'm from Texas.
Okay.
Did she say, I'm not anorexic. I'm Sagittarius.
Okay.
Did she say,
This is going to be tough.
I'm
Yeah.
not anorexic. I'm just very conscious of my weight and don't eat when I'm hungry.
Okay. I don't think she
I
said
feel like
that.
Did she say,
Okay.
I'm not anorexic. I'm naturally skinny in the waist from dieting nonstop?
I think, but remember when Jessica Simpson was famous? She was on that
Forever.
TV
Long time
show,
ago.
Yeah.
and she would say really silly things.
Nick and Jessica, I think the show
yeah,
was
and
called.
remember she was like, "Wait, tuna's a fish" or something like that.
Yeah,
Remember, like,
it's Chicken of the Sea.
right? So I think she would say something like, "I'm not anorexic, I'm Sagittarius."
Okay.
That sounds like a Jessica Simpson quote to me.
Let's see. C.
I'm not anorexic. I'm just very conscious of my weight, and I don't eat when I'm hungry.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Jessica Simpson actually said, "I'm not anorexic. I'm from Texas."
I mean, that's equally silly.
How did we not get anything right?
Well, you got one more question.
At least we know in 130 episodes we're consistently bad.
You really
Right.
are.
Yeah.
This one's actually by R. Kelly.
R. Kelly has some
there's no
very,
way.
very
You guys
gold
got this
tweets.
one. This one's almost like a given.
Okay. We're guessing the R. Kelly quote.
Yeah. He said, Osama bin Laden is the only one who knows exactly blank. Did he say, Osama bin Laden is the only one who knows exactly why I was really in the closet, if you feel me? Remember he had that song?
I remember the
okay.
song.
Right.
Osama bin Laden is the only one who knows exactly what I'm going through.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Osama bin Laden is the only one who knows exactly if Iraq had WMDs.
Why would R. Kelly? Okay, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Osama bin Laden is the only one who knows exactly if OJ was really guilty.
Okay.
What?
I
You
think,
He
wanted
had
to-
to bring OJ back into this?
I think
Who
R.
did?
Kelly said only knows what I'm going through.
Okay.
Because R. Kelly has a victim mentality,
Oh, wow.
even though he's a piece of crap.
This guy.
Oh.
And so,
Psychological deep dive.
Yeah, he is. He's a piece of garbage human being. So I think like he
okay.
definitely
So-
like was like playing the victim and going, "Oh, Osama bin Laden knows what I'm going through."
Why would he? Did
Because-
Osama bin Laden go number one?
Ah, I see what you're saying, but because he, like a public enemy type
Oh,
type
I see.
vibe. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I've got to go with your boy OJ
Okay. Osama bin
mean-
Laden is the only one who knows exactly if OJ was really guilty.
because I feel like you just look up OJ quotes all the time, and so you just happen to
I
cross
don't.
this one.
He's
I
on his
have
background
the-
on his PC.
I have alerts.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
So the answer is actually Osama bin Laden is the only one who knows exactly what I am going through. Wayne wins the quiz.
I told you that piece of crap said that.
He did
Jeez.
say that.
That's
Come
insane,
on, that was
honestly.
fun, dude.
Good job, fellas. Or Wayne.
So, in the spirit of revisiting episode 6,
Right.
we
Yeah.
are looking back at that story's topic, which was Meyer Lansky.
Yeah, you don't have to
Okay.
tell us. We
no,
know.
we know.
Of course,
do
you guys know that.
Do you want us to slow down our responses and our jokes?
so it
episode
feels more like episode 6.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't remember anything
It's
about it.
dreadful.
No.
It is dreadful
it's-
how slow we
I
were.
think it's
back
about
then.
Meyer Lansky.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Meyer Lansky. So
Yep.
now, for those of you who haven't heard that episode, or maybe you did, and hopefully you forgot about it,
Amen.
Meyer Lansky was the mob's #1 money man.
The money
Okay.
man. Yeah.
He was the financial
Oh,
guy.
Mr. Money.
Mr. Oh, now he knows
Money.
it.
Title, yeah.
So this guy was a brilliant individual who specialized in not only making money but hiding it from the U.S. government.
Okay.
Okay.
Everybody's good at that.
Yeah, he tried to be, anyways.
1%ers are.
Absolutely. So the reason why the mob trusted him is because he could multiply cash like it was no one's business, but he could also be like incredibly discreet about it.
Nice.
Like, this guy was,
Multiply.
like, he
Yep.
was good at making money and just making sure that the government didn't know it existed.
Nice.
Right.
That's
Right.
the best way to
That's
handle
the
things.
American dream.
It is.
honestly.
Yeah, for real.
Make money, keep money, hide money.
Hide money.
Yeah.
He was born on July 4th, 1902 in Belarus, Russia.
Wow.
An Independence Day baby.
Wow.
Which,
Okay.
ironically enough, Josh was almost an Independence Day
I
baby.
was. I was only what?
3 weeks off.
3 weeks
He
off.
was born
not
in
even
the,
close.
He's born in the same month.
Yeah.
Okay.
It still counts.
Different year, though.
We've always called Josh an almost Independence Day baby.
Yeah.
Right.
For years, I've
Yeah,
been
oh,
saying
yeah.
that. But
Thank
Meyer
you.
Lansky was born in Belarus into a Jewish family that frequently received like all sorts of threats.
Were they celebrating July 4th over in Belarus?
They weren't, not at the time.
No.
But here's the thing: they had like so much like anti-Semitic like treatment.
Okay.
That when he was 7,
Right.
he and his brother and his mom and dad they escaped to the United States.
Okay, good.
Okay. Things are rough for them over there. So they ended up on the Lower East Side of Manhattan.
Okay.
And like most immigrant families, unfortunately, they really kind of had the cards stacked against them.
This, oddly enough, this feels completely new to me.
I don't remember anything about it.
Okay.
Good. This is great.
Okay.
All right. So they were very poor, constantly struggling to make ends meet.
Right.
But Meyer Lansky actually said that it was during this time in his childhood that he realized, like, this what I have to do to make a name for myself.
Right.
Like how I'm going to pull myself out of this
He doesn't
spot.
want to be stuck in this position.
Exactly.
Okay.
He wants to kind of get out of poverty. And so while he is in elementary school,
Jeez.
okay, so he is younger than 10.
Yep.
He meets another boy named Bugsy Siegel.
Okay.
It's
That
this-
name rings a bell.
Honestly,
That's a name you can't forget.
and I was going to say, and every Bugsy I know is a super trustworthy guy.
Do you know a lot?
At least 3.
Okay. Wow.
Bugsy Kebab, Bugsy Jones.
Oh yeah, it's a very hipster name now,
It's
right?
a very hipster name.
Right.
And Bugsy Butt.
Pardon?
I don't like that
I
one.
said what I said. So anyways, Bugsy Siegel
Yeah.
was the kid who inspired Meyer Lansky
Okay.
to really become the businessman that we know him to be.
This
So
kid was also young.
they're both in elementary school.
Okay.
Okay. So, but they come from the same neighborhood. They're both kind of struggling. These two guys realize the best way to make money
Yep.
is to basically find a product that everybody wants,
Yes.
steal it,
Okay.
and then
yeah.
sell it to everybody for a lot of money.
Okay, so
Yeah.
in elementary school,
Yes.
now
They were children.
I was not thinking about money really. I was thinking about
Survival,
bikes,
Caterpillars.
which I guess you need money for.
women.
You have to
Women,
steal bikes and sell bikes.
share songs.
Right.
But I was not thinking about how I could make money by stealing things
It's-
from other people.
No, and I think it's possibly their circumstances
Or
weren't
scheming.
desperate enough.
right.
That's
I wasn't
it,
a
yep.
desperate
And plus,
child.
like it's
You
in the
had all
early,
the bazooka chew you could chew.
That's true.
that this guy's lips were always poking out, just
My teeth were
full
like
of bubble gum.
rotten, bro.
Here's the thing. So they started swiping items from local stores,
Yep.
like soda pops, sweet treats,
Nice.
and then they would sell them to their friends after school.
Nice.
okay, so not like things that wouldn't sell.
Right. So there's no overhead here.
Yeah.
The cost for
Well, they're
entry.
stealing it.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
cost for entry in this business is zero.
Possible jail, but
Yeah,
zero
you just steal
investment.
stuff and you sell it. But very quickly, Meyer Lansky realized that his ambitions greatly overshadowed his friend Bugsy.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I think Bugsy was content to rob convenience stores, sell it to their friends, and little Meyer's like, man,
He's a Snickers bar thief.
I'm looking at the bigger
really?
game.
Yeah.
I'm looking to steal bigger things,
He wants behind the counter.
make more money. That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about right there. He's a behind the counter type of guy.
Nice.
So Bugsy, he's like small fry.
Mhm.
Meyer's like, I'm making big bucks. In 1920, the United States government, in an odd way, they actually helped Meyer Lansky's dream come true
Okay.
because they issued a constitutional ban on the production, importation, and sale of alcoholic beverages.
Okay.
Okay.
These were bad years.
Yep.
Also,
Bad years.
it was known as the Prohibition.
Right.
Okay.
So it's outlawed at
Can't
this
imagine.
point. Well, for someone like Meyer, who specializes in acquiring things illegally,
True.
Yep.
this is a golden opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay.
As
He's
I'm
dollar-
not a big fan of alcohol, so
Right. So the sky opened up for the opportunity here for Meyer.
Yep.
He's absolutely dominating the production and selling of alcohol.
Right.
There wasn't a single state in the Northeast U.S. where Meyer wasn't running booze.
okay.
This guy's literally at like middle school, high school at this point.
Really?
And he's running booze like it's no one's business.
Well, you got to eat.
You gotta eat.
You got to eat.
You can't eat booze. I've always said that.
He's always said that his alcohol sales covered like 1,000 miles.
Oh,
wow.
Like,
wow.
Yeah, like either way from his house. The
Okay.
problem is when
In
you're
every direction.
every direction.
Yep.
He's in Canada. The problem is when you're a young guy making a lot of money illegally,
Right.
you're gonna have like organizations come after you.
Yeah.
Okay. Like so, for one, the U.S. government.
Yep.
Okay.
They don't like you making money.
Well,
Well,
they
it's
see
illegal.
They see an 8th grader in a pinstripe suit.
Yeah, and they're like, that kid's up to no good.
Yeah.
Right.
In Meyer's case, it wasn't just the government; it was also the mafia.
Right.
Okay.
Because the mafia basically they specialize in also acquiring illegal things.
Yep.
Illegal things.
And they like
then
money.
selling it. They
Well, that's
love
their
money.
job.
That's their job.
That's their job.
Now this kid's doing it.
Okay.
With no relation to them.
Yeah.
So Meyer Lansky gets brought to this secret meeting with these crime families.
Okay.
The
Things
heads
aren't looking good.
The heads of like multiple crime families, and they're like, "Look, buddy, we don't like that you're taking money from us.
Right.
And he's
Okay.
like, I'm not, though.
Well, here's
He's
the thing.
taking opportunities.
Oh, nice.
Here's the thing. They sit him down for this talk, and instead of him being like intimidated or scared, he goes, the way you're running your crime syndicate isn't financially viable, and
Jeez.
eventually you're going to run out of money.
Okay. And
Okay,
they're
that
like,
takes confidence.
they're like, we've got concrete boots for you.
Yeah, this guy walks into like Shark Tank. He starts
Yeah,
pitching
right.
him.
Yeah.
Like, I know you want to kill me. I will give you my alcohol sales for 8%. Like he's basically
Wow,
going
okay.
after the mob at this
He's
point.
total
going,
businessman.
Nice.
businessman, right? This guy doesn't miss because he realizes, like, yes, like he's making a lot of money on his own, but with the power of the mob behind him,
Oh, wow.
he can make a ton of money.
Yeah.
This guy's always thinking about the future. So he tells the mafia, like, the alcohol game is going to run dry soon.
Yeah.
It can't last forever.
Your burn rate's too high.
100%.
Yeah.
Prohibition's going to end eventually. In fact, he says the future of illegal crime
Uh-oh.
isn't even in the areas that we're currently operating, like New York, Chicago, where the crime family's at. Meyer Lansky.
They got to start feeling attacked. They're like, hey, we're in an organized
He's,
crime.
he's like, we brought you here. He single-handedly convinces the mafia to invest their life savings along with his life savings
okay.
into building casinos in South Florida.
That's
Well,
insane.
that's a stretch.
That's
Yeah.
insane, honestly.
It really is. So here's the thing. He says Florida's where it's at. This is where we need to be.
Okay.
This guy, he looked into the future. He saw Florida Man, and he was like,
right.
yeah, we're going to make a lot of money off this.
Does he just throw a dart at a map? How did he pick Florida?
Here's the thing. Over the next 10 years, Meyer Lansky, he starts flooding South Florida with mob-run casinos because there wasn't a lot of oversight.
Okay.
I mean,
Nobody else was doing it.
as we know about Florida, it's
Yeah.
it's been lawless up until like 10 years ago.
Right.
Bingo.
Still
so
is.
so
now
it's like
it's
one of-
lawless for like other people though.
right, exactly, different sorts of folks.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, like, he saw the
Governors.
opportunity, and it's like, this is where we're gonna build.
Yeah.
He starts flooding the area with mob-run casinos. It was estimated that in the 1930s, over 15% of the businesses in Miami were actually money laundering fronts for Meyer Lansky.
All of those actually.
Yeah,
That's
all
how
of them.
many.
All the
Yeah.
above.
15% of the businesses in Miami were
That's
money
insane.
laundering fronts for Meyer Lansky.
They're
That's
like
mind blowing.
so people walk into a butcher and they're like, we don't got meat here.
Yeah. We need you to leave.
Yeah.
It's insane. So hundreds of millions of dollars were now under the control of a man who a few years prior was stealing candy and selling it to his classmates.
Right. Right.
It's a natural progression.
He's
you
got
think
a,
like even
yeah.
at this point he has like tons of money, but he still
Still
like
sells?
steals his candy bar. He like he doesn't pay for them.
Absolutely.
yeah, he's like, I like sweet treats. What can I
Right.
say?
I mean,
What do you
just
think
gotta
got him
have it.
caught?
Exactly. So he's got this kind of money and power where like it also comes with like confidence. Like he's
Right.
done so well for himself. He's so wealthy
Well, he
now.
talked down an entire mafia. So.
Oh, exactly.
That's
Like
true,
you
yeah.
you walk away from that meeting going, I can do whatever I want.
Easily.
So Meyer, he starts opening casinos all across the U.S.
Yeah.
Not just
Nice.
South
Okay.
Florida, but he invests heavily in Cuba.
Okay.
He saw
Okay.
basically this hole there. In Cuba, there's an opportunity to not only get people involved, but the Cuban government involved. So in his mind, he was like, I can do what I'm doing here illegally, but I can do it in Cuba, have the politicians and the governing officials involved,
Right.
and not have to be scared all the time. Like,
so a
like
Jewish Belarusian
yes.
is now working with the Cuban government
100%.
about opening casinos.
In the late 1930s, dozens of politicians and generals were bankrolled and in debt to Meyer Lansky in
That's
Cuba.
Okay.
insane.
In Cuba.
In
It's
debt to
absolutely
him?
insane. In debt to him. So now the fascinating thing about all of this is that Meyer still doesn't really belong to like one crime family.
Yeah.
Well, he works for them all.
He works for them all.
Well, they all work for him.
Yeah, he has no loyalties. He's just kind of working for money. Like that's the thing. So like he was the money man for all of them. So basically, like ironically enough, when these different like major crime syndicates needed to get together and discuss some kind of turf war or whatever, they would call him, and because he had all the contacts, and
Wow.
he would basically be the middleman. He would get everybody in the room and go,
That's scary.
"Hey, sort this out.
Yeah.
Let's make this happen."
Right.
And
Somebody's getting concrete boots. Who's it going to be?
That's the thing is like the smallest, quietest guy in the room is this guy. But ironically enough, he's like the most powerful,
Right.
which is, insane. There was a situation in Miami where the federal government was trying so hard to bring Meyer down, but they couldn't prove anything. They couldn't prove that he was the mob money man, but they had this very small error that was made when he built a casino called the Plantation. It was a zoning error.
Oh, yes.
And it was a very small mistake.
Yep.
So the U.S. government, they set their eyes on this particular location for their like international investigation.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like, he's made one mistake, he'll make another one.
Yeah, we got telescopes. We can watch the whole thing.
100%. The problem was his only wrongdoing was this very small, obscure zoning law that he didn't know he even violated.
I mean, you can't study zoning laws when you're
Right.
working with the mob.
You can't know them all.
So
can't know 'em all.
basically, the feds come down hard on him and they go, look, you made this mistake.
Yep.
We're giving you 1 month to demolish this entire hotel and casino because it goes against city zoning laws.
Right.
He doesn't even fight it. He literally just goes, cool, yeah, I'll do it.
So he's like, you're zoned residential. This is clearly not a residential casino.
Right. And he goes, that's fine. And the government was like, wait, you're cool
Like
with
there's no
that?
pushback.
Yeah, there's no pushback.
Yeah.
They're like, you're just going to tear it down? He's like, yeah, that's what you said. I'll do it.
Okay.
So that evening,
Mhm.
he schedules demolition of this humongous casino and hotel. But also that evening, he purchases the entire kind of like shopping plaza business district across the street
Okay.
Okay, which is commercial.
I'm
starts-
guessing it's in a different zone.
and starts demolishing that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And he builds over the next 3 months an exact replica of the hotel and casino.
so he's got connections.
That's money.
Yeah,
That's what
like,
you do
That's
when you
the
have
kind
money.
of power that you can't go against. He literally and figuratively gives the middle finger to Uncle Sam and is like,
Right.
what are you going to do about it? You can't do anything. But at this point, he realized that he was a little too close for comfort. He had almost gotten caught.
Yeah.
And so what he started to do was try to find loopholes to help him hide his money even better.
Right.
And so Meyer Lansky began funding his own bank in Switzerland
Okay.
What?
and storing
Okay.
his funds in offshore accounts.
Okay. Well, that's
Well, their country,
You gotta
like,
do it.
The Switzerland,
gotta
like the
do it.
laws.
I've got to do it. you know.
Right.
You've been an
We do
advocate
it. You
for
get
it
it.
the whole
Yeah.
time.
I get it.
Well,
That podcast money.
Yeah, the Swiss laws, they keep the details of the account holders a secret.
Yeah.
So it benefits people who are doing things maybe under the
They're
table.
sweet people. over
Exactly.
there.
Oh,
right.
I get it. Chocolatiers.
Well, yeah, and by now, like it's pretty common. Like you hear about Swiss bank accounts, and it's
Right,
like
yeah,
no big deal. Meyer Lansky started that. He's the guy that's like he realized he could take advantage of another country's laws.
Yeah.
He starts hiding his money over there.
Nice.
So after he starts doing it, basically every crime syndicate in the world's like, this guy's up to something. Like
We got to follow.
we got to hide our money in
Yep.
Switzerland. This is where we're doing it at. So after everything is said and done, and all the illegal stuff is considered, Meyer Lansky never spent a single day behind bars.
Meyer Lansky sounds like the Bill Paxton in Twister.
Right.
What?
Right.
Just
Break that down.
successfully. Right.
Mhm. People follow him to know like
This
where the
is the
storm's coming.
worst analogy I've
It's not,
ever
though.
heard.
If
I
you
will
think
say
about
though,
it,
in the
He
spirit
almost
of
gotten taken out by a
But he
tornado.
in the spirit of revisiting, Josh has brought up Twister probably 100 times in 3 years.
Oh my god.
probably in episode 6.
So later on in life, Meyer was charged with illegal gambling.
What?
But the judge at his sentencing decided to send him home and said it was just an act of compassion from the state of Florida. We're not going to charge you.
Okay.
You can go
Okay.
home.
So he paid him off.
No, well,
Come
Demolished
on.
the courthouse and built a replica
yeah,
courthouse.
across the street, and he goes, "I'm innocent." No, the judge sends him home as an act of compassion from the state of Florida.
Well,
So again,
okay.
not
There's
to,
money.
Yeah, not to
The
harp
judge
on how
drives
powerful
home
this
in
guy
his Rolls
is.
Royce.
Right. So on January 15th, 1983, Meyer Lansky passed away at his home in Miami, surrounded by his friends and family. On paper, according to the IRS, he was broke. He owned nothing.
Of course.
He had no money.
Yep.
He had no property. He had no possessions.
So he wasn't living big.
Well, he
Toyota
was.
Camry.
He
Okay.
was living in mansions and doing all this
Okay.
fancy stuff. But according to the IRS, he had nothing.
He had nothing.
Mm-mm.
In retrospect, we know now that he had no traceable assets, but it's actually estimated that his net worth was at least $400 million.
Jeez.
And as of 2013, none of that's ever been found.
What?
Okay. Well,
They have recovered zero. So it's not a question of whether or not the guy had money. Of course he did, but he was so pro at hiding it,
wow.
no one ever got close to
He
finding
couldn't
it.
even find it.
Yeah.
He
So
was
he's
like, I know I'm rich.
Yeah,
just-
I can't
I
find
forgot
it.
where I put it.
I still got to steal my candy because I can't afford it.
Well, here's another fascinating thing about Meyer Lansky. There's a new kind of idea floating around,
Yeah.
and this is more recent actually, that the reason why he was never caught was actually because he was an FBI informant.
What?
Okay. Well,
Okay, so that makes sense why the judge sent him home.
Well, here's the thing,
Oh.
though, that there's some recently unearthed documents that have
Okay.
shown that multiple German officers were named and brought to justice for war crimes because Meyer Lansky was so in tune to the criminal underworld that he knew where Nazis were hiding, and he
What?
ratted them out to the U.S. government.
So
Well,
a
they knew where
Miami
Nazis were.
Miami gangster
Yeah,
is turning in Nazis.
who were hiding.
Jeez.
Okay.
Well, there was the Nazi boat that floated into Miami.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep. They weren't there though.
That's the thing.
weren't
So
in the
because
boat.
of this, it's believed that he was given immunity, which, like Cameron said, it makes sense why the judge let him off
Right.
under compassion.
Okay.
For crimes, whatever. So I've got to say, our research team has done a lot of work on this guy. And when you look at his adult life through the lens of him being like protected of the government, it makes sense
Right.
why he got away with so much and accomplished so much.
Right.
But did he do anything like cool?
Yeah. I mean, did he do anything worth like noting?
Yeah, like
I think-
writing a story about.
No. I think honestly, like he
Or
was
like doing a movie about?
Yeah.
Well, no, he did. Ironically enough, like last week, I believe 2 weeks ago when the episode comes out, the movie called Lansky came out.
What? Cam,
All
you
about
did
the
it.
life
You
of Meyer
predicted,
Lansky.
Cam.
I did it. I finally did
And
it.
so, yeah, that's kind of the inspiration as to why we decided to revisit episode 6.
Have you seen
because
this?
I have not seen it yet.
Okay.
Is it Yod Butler playing him?
Oh my
Yod Butler
God.
does play Meyer Lansky.
Shares
Okay.
his wife.
Shares his wife.
Right.
It
And
all
there's
ties
an
together.
opening scene where
Yeah.
Cher says to him,
Do you
sit on your own face.
Okay.
Hey, thank you guys so much for
Thank
listening
you.
to episode 136, revisitation of episode 6. It's been
Yeah,
a fun
crazy.
ride. Yeah.
And let us know if you want us to do this again.
Yeah, like revisit older
Yeah.
episodes.
Or if we were better on episode 6.
Joe,
If
it
you think we were
probably
better
was.
on episode 6, I'm going to
God
be
bless you.
discouraged.
Yeah,
Goodness
amen.
gracious. Hey, we
Rough.
love you guys. We're streaming live on patreon.com/FMOFM podcast. We're waving at our Patreon
they heard
subscribers.
Wayne sing a Cher song,
Oof.
and he really felt it from his heart. He
I
really
felt it
sang it from his heart.
Josh cried.
Yeah. Well, I felt it in my
I
Oscar
think we all
Mayer.
cried.
Yeah, he cried. It was a great time. FMOFM podcast on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. We love you guys so much.
Yeah,
We will
really
see
do.
you next week.
See you next week.